Hi, this is Black Hole Mathematica. Now I will explain the topological geometry of black hole using topology of last lecture. And using the topology, I will explain the CFT correspondence theory. The bulk of black hole have volume divergence. The next equation is about AGC space-time metric of a black hole's bulk. Local prop time and prop length at Z are like this. Relation between energy and distance in boundary and bulk is following, where energy Young mirror is proportional to 1 per z and distance Young mirror is proportional to z. So we have this relation and we can conclude near singularity is the infinite energy, which means epsilon is dc can goes to 0 and z is an open set. And this is homeomorphic to infinite length. So we show the UV divergence, which means black hole has infinite curvature. This is good art for the fact. Now I will prove black hole is a sphere using CFT. A CFT means 4D Minkowski space, which is the surface of black hole has a topology of R multiplied by S3, and S3 satisfied. S3 is R3 plus infinity. So CFT can be expressed as R4 plus infinity, and this is same as S4, which is the boundary of 5D sphere. So topology of CFT is R multiplied by S3. So S3 is R3 plus infinity. So topology of CFT is R4 plus infinity, which is S4. So black hole CFT has a sphere topology, and this means CFT can be explained as a wave within tide. So this is the wave on the surface of black hole, which has a tide. And this is a dark event, which is on CFT as a tide and gets absorbed to singularity. So when combining ADS and CFT, we have this shape within which black hole is a sphere with infinite curvature. Now I will explain AGS-CFT correspondence. In the AGS-CFT correspondence, the gravity of bulk, which is expressed as AGS phi, is expressed as a wave information of the boundary, which is expressed as CFT, and there should be a homeomorphic correspondence between ADS5 and CFT. And the way to show this relation is same with the way we prove S3D is 5-dimensional. When particle gets into black hole, it has a topology of a surface of sphere multiplied by hyperbola. It means a particle gets absorbed by gravity, which explains hyperbolic topology, and particle has a wave effect, which explains spherical topology. And this way, particle has a mechanical energy as wave energy and gravity energy. So gravity energy can be expressed as wave energy, and wave energy can be expressed as gravity energy, which is ADS-CFT correspondence theory. And this uses spherical system when it is about wave energy, and this uses hyperbolic topology when it is about volume divergence. So this is same as the way I proved DS3D is 4-dimensional. We have proved that 3D sphere with volume divergence has 4D surface and 5D bulk, and this is applied to black hole, so black hole has 4D boundary and 5D bulk. Now we can prove Riemann hypothesis. Let's see inside black hole and apply a Riemann zeta function to AGS-CFT theory. Assume Riemann zeta function has a 3D domain which is expressed as C near origin point. And this domain should be prime number. Then within ADCFT correspondence theory, it should be projected into surface of sphere as a two-dimensional, and the two-dimension is a range of Riemann zeta function. And as I showed before, the real number of the range is fixed as constant, then only the imaginary number has one free degree, so range is one-dimensional. And when you calculate the real number, it is half, and the domain should be complex number, comma, half. When the complex number has real part as a prime number, then the range should be half, comma, imaginary number, which is calculated by Riemann zeta function. And in domain, the imaginary number can be adjusted to represent gravity. Then we proved that the real part of Riemann zeta function should be half. F is Riemann zeta function, and z dot f is a function from edges to CFT. So C is the portion which is included in ADS, and B is point included in CFT, and length value is half, and theta value prime number. Cosine and omega are number for imaginary number. Yeah, this is the omega and cosine, and theta has a relation. So this is what I said just before. Assume Riemann zeta function has a 3D domain which is expressed as C near origin point, and the domain belongs to ADS. Then within the ADS CFT correspondence theory should be projected into surface of sphere as a two-dimensional, and the two-dimension is a range of Riemann zeta function and belongs to CFT. And as I showed before, the real number of the range is fixed as constant, then only the imaginary number has one free degree, so range is one-dimensional. And when you calculate the real number, it is half, and the domain should be complex number, comma, half. When the complex number has real part as a prime number, then the range should be half imaginary number, which is calculated by Riemann zeta function. And in domain, the imaginary number can be adjusted to represent gravity. Then we prove that the real part of Riemann zeta function should be half. And black hole has duality, and so does electron. In the surface of atom, the distribution of electron follows the Riemann zeta function, so electron is the key to understand prime number. And black hole electron has duality, which is related to ADCFT. So this calculation follows our pre-study. So I proved Riemann hypothesis. Mathematics predict everything, so come to our hospital. This would cure your any symptom and disease. This is panacea.